Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is how to find Sternfathom's journal to summon the shipwrecked captive and then beat him with 2 pets. Sternfathom's journal is a toy found in an Esuna treasure chest here. It is not in a cave, there's a Naga guarding it and he'll be yelling at you. Kill the Naga, loot the chest, learn the toy, and you're in business. The toy can only be used in Esuna and it summons a pet tamer for you to fight. Beat this guy once per week to complete his quest for 4 extra pet charms and level a pet while doing it. I recommend summoning him on flat ground or you'll have a tough time getting the pet battle started. In my first slot, I have a leveling pet. It might get hit with some Carpinado damage, so bring one with at least 700 to 800 health. Today, I have a Tide Skipper. In the second slot, I brought a Brilliant Blood Feather with Peck, Hawkeye, and Drain Blood. You can swap the Blood Feather for almost any good flying type pet. Liftoff can definitely come in handy. Third, I have my Fel Pup with Bite, Crouch, and Howl. He can be switched for any strong pet with beast damage. An Alterac Brew Pup would be good too. Okay, so leveling pet in your top slot, Safari hat on, and we'll get started here. So on your leveling pet, pass the first turn, and then switch out to another pet. You don't want to use the move here just in case he decides to Spiny Carapace first. You don't want to be hitting into that. And then I brought out my Brilliant Blood Feather. I'm going to drain blood to keep my health high, apply Hawkeye to maintain that crit buff, and then start spamming Peck on him for some pretty big damage. So the thing about his pets are always going to be the same, but the moves they have access to change, and not just on a day-to-day basis, but on different times you engage him. So if you engage him and you don't like the moves he has, you can actually leave the fight and start again. But this fight is easy enough, and you've kind of got enough wiggle room here that it's not a big deal. Once Clamps comes out, you just want to do as much damage to him as you can with your flying pet. I tried using Icky for this, and he did really big damage to the crab, but between Spiny Carapace and Shell Shield, Icky's not amazing because the whole Black Claw Flock combo, while still good, and it still does hit over those 2 things, it's not as good as just mashing him with that single hit Peck. So here we go. And down goes the Blood Feather. Unfortunately, Clamps hits quite hard, so now it's time to bring out the Fel Pup, or whatever beast damage pet that you've got. So I've decided just kind of Howl Bite to finish him off here because I did not have him low enough to finish him with 1 bite. So we're gonna get that rolling, and then a Crouch should be in order to maintain a damage reduction buff as the rabbit comes out. The rabbit does not hit nearly as hard as Clamps does, but there's still no reason to be getting 2 damage. So the nice thing about this point is that we're actually under half health. So we have that beast damage buff going, which means that we're hitting him extra hard. And then if we get a Howl up, we're going to be hitting him extra hard. So I decided to actually pass the turn here, just because he's already burrowed. I'm not going to be able to hit him with anything. And then once he comes back up, we're going to Howl, and then we are going to Bite. There we go. Sometimes the rabbit will have Dodge, either instead of Scratch or instead of Burrow. I don't know why he only has 2 abilities. It's a little bit strange to me, but you just want to be careful of that. And don't be howling or howl biting into Dodge. Just watch out for his cooldown. So there we go. We're done. And yeah, you can do that quest every week, and you can only summon him in Esuna. So you do summon him from the toy, but you have to go to Esuna in order to summon him, oddly enough. But we're done. And that's how I do it. At this point in the beta, if you don't turn in his quest, you can actually keep fighting him for more experience, so we'll have to see if that gets fixed or not. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!